I became aware of my native heritage as a young boy. In the early 90s, I was asked to follow these new developments that were happening at the United Nations for indigenous peoples. What did I know about any of that? I didn't know anything about it. I was just asked by community people who I respected to do that. And my answer at that time was, I don't know what I can do. I'm only an artist, And, but I did it. I reformulated my life to try to make a contribution, to try to help out, where an injustice, what I viewed as an injustice. Because if we're not being told the correct history, if we're not being allowed to affirm an identity while other people are allowed to affirm identities, then that's an injustice because it affects us again, generation after generation. It's a historical time. It's a spiritually powerful time. I mean, for me personally, for my family, and just to be part of this history. It's not about me. It's about what our people are doing and how our people are reaffirming their heritage. This isn't about me as an individual. It's more about our people and how our people see things and how our people want to see things and how they want to move forward. And I'm a part of that, and I feel honored that I'm a part of that vision.
Today we officially confirm our chief that we elected. And we are so happy that you're here to be witness to this. But it is important that others know that he is our elected chief and that we confer on him this day all of the authority that sits within our Constitution to watch over us, to help us grow, to govern, and to make the plans necessary for the future. We have a lot of young people here today. We have children. They are our future. It is good that they're here to witness this today. And I'm just so glad you are all here.
And she gave him a new name. And she gave him the guanin, the medal, the symbol of authority, because he had been reborn. And she put it over him. And so that is why we have one of our grandmothers put the guanin over Mukaro. And the women were the ones who gave all the symbols of power in Taino tradition.
Kacike, Mukaro, Agueibana has the support of grandmothers in Boriquen. We traveled the waters and we brought Boriquen to you, my brother.
And his name is Mukaro, that means owl. And the whole headdress is made out of owl feathers. Taino tiwakiata, taino tiwakiata, taino tiwakiata, taino tiwakiata. Maruya guarillana o, maruya guarillana o, taino tiwakiata, taino tiwakiata, taino tiwakiata, taino tiwakiata.
We have Kacike Guaraguarish with us. He's from Yucayeke, my city.
The challenges of being Kacike of Yucayeke, you know all the things that we got to deal with as leaders. But one of the things I remember the eldest saying is that no matter what, sometimes our groups grow and shrink, but that we hold it. We hold it down. That's our responsibility, we hold it down. The family right here, this is the Yucayeke right here. This is where it starts, with the family. So as long as we have our family following us and continue to bring our family with us, that's the beginning of the Yucayeke here in the leadership.
This is the Yucayeke staff, Yucayeke Guainía, yellow colors. Okay? I present this to you, partner. You know I love you.
This is a powerful circle. Let us remain together. This is not all about Taino. This is about being native. I see my sisters back there. I recognize their ways. It's about indigenous people.
But we're also honored that Chief Osceola is here with us. He is of the Matenacock tribe, and those are the people originally from this land.
Great spirit be with you, brother. Watch your back. Lovely family here. Thank you.
Prophecy comes true, that the native people will be strong and free when the eagle meets the condor, and they truly meet here. And so we give you this with much love and honor.
I bring here to you sand from your husband's territory, as well as a seashell and a piece of coral and a little bit of the plant life in the water, that you may have it on your altar, so that you always have a piece of our homeland with you, and so that you know that you are my sister. Okay, here we go.
These are the ones that will carry the torch and will light the fires of our people in the future. And no better example is being set than the example that our chief is giving them. I want to acknowledge their presence here, for they are our future. This is Angel, and this is Justin. Justin Seba recently won the award. He won an award, a Taino Award, for Youth of the Year, for his activism. Angel plays the drums for us. He works with us, and he is the proud son of Kalichi Naru. They're being taught our ways, and they're following our ways, just like Mook is teaching his children. She's an example of our youth. She won, or I guess she ran for Miss Indian World. And she won, as far as we're concerned. She's our Miss Indian World, and she's here. Name is Nani, Joanne Nani Morales. And she's wearing her sash today, very proudly. And we are so proud of her and all that she contributes to the community and how she sets an example for our young people. So I want to hear it again, really loud.
Takahi Nani Veiri Tainawari Kindaka. My name is Nani. My English name is Joanne, and I ran for Miss Indian World this year, 2012, and I was able to receive the honor of becoming first runner-up. I think it's very important to know what your roots are, not so much to prove it to anyone, but to just be who you are. There are a lot of people out there who say that we don't exist, and they could say it till they're blue in the face, but it's not going to stop us from practicing our culture and from being who we are. And I hope that the youth remember that it's okay to be Taino, it's okay to be who it is that you are, maybe not necessarily, come to circle and practice, but understand where you come from. And if it's in your heart to do so, to come, it's important to participate, because there are a lot of things that as Tainos we have a deeper connection to our island, and we have that responsibility to take care of it.
His name and his title properly given to him by the bibis of our nation, as is the tradition of our people. Su nombre y su título, dado a él por las madres, las bibis de nuestra nación, como es la tradición de nuestro pueblo. De esta manera nadie puede dudar ni negar su título. Nobody can deny or challenge this title and this name. And so I say this prayer. Yokahu Bagua Maorokoti Atabe Bibi, bless our brother. He is a man, but he is giving a tremendous responsibility. Give him the strength, give him the stamina to go on with the work in spite of all of the challenges that life has and continues to throw in front of him. And make us his people, his helpers, so that we never abandon him, never leave him to his own, but continue to support him and keep him and prop him up, because he's our leader. Yaya Wature, this I ask you.
I want to just say, Hahom, thank you for honoring me in this way. And I use the term me loosely, because I feel that it's not really about me. It's about this moment. It's about who we are as a people. And I'm just part of that story. And I just happen to be blessed to be standing in this spot at this moment. But as I look around, everybody is standing in that spot, right? Everybody is that center of the universe as I look around. And as I heard the words and I just thought about our journey throughout these years, I realize it's not just, the last 20 years, but it's, hundreds of years and thousands of years, and way back to time beginning to when the universe first started to move and take shape, and that we're just a reflection of that over and over. And for my children, my family and my wife and my son and my daughters, I just say Hahom for just loving them so much, and just being it's wonderful for them as children, because every other week they say they meet new family members, right? And they say, wow, we have such a big family, and they get to meet a new auntie, a new uncle, a new grandfather, a new cousin, and it just keeps growing for them. And I think that was part of the wisdom of our ancestors, right? And that they knew from when they intermarried and when they arranged relationships from village to village and from island to island and beyond, that this is what they were talking about. And I look around and I realize that this is what they were talking about, at making relations and making those historic moments that we just extend and keep extending, and those ripple effects, like when you throw that little pebble in the water, it's just a little pebble, but those little ripples keep growing and growing and keep branching out wider and wider and hitting so many people. And I feel that that's what we're doing. And sometimes it starts out and we feel like it was just one, but then look, it just grows. And I know that from each of us, we're all connected to others and other families, and we'll remember this moment and we'll speak about it in a good way and and then that'll come back to us, you know, and I know it'll come back to me, and it just keeps growing and ebbing and flowing like the ocean, right? Like our Atabe, the mother. I don't want to take too much time, but I just want to say again, thank you to everybody who's here. And I know because I got the messages, I'm getting the messages, right, with the headdress, right? It's like our antenna, right? And that they wanted to be here, and that people are linking up with us in this moment in their homes. Folks who couldn't travel for various reasons who wanted to be here. I want to say thank you to them for their support, because we feel their support.
Buenas son dos maracas. Pues Alex, Zacarías. Hasta ahí no, con Alex comes with his camera. But what's important is the history that he's documenting. We can't thank him enough, because we're telling the story again our way. And it is a Taino who is doing it. So, Hanhanka to that. Con Vieques.